Hello everyone, this is Lisa Andrus, Psychic Medium, and this is your weekly reading for August 18th to 24th. Today, as you can see, I'm using Colette Baratton Reid's The Enchanted Map Oracle cards. And I have pre-shuffled the deck, and this week 4 cards came out, so it means we have 3 cards for the week, and then an overlying theme for the week, which that 4th card on top represents, okay? Now let's see what the week has in store for us. This is the Monday, Tuesday card, and it is Dry Desert. And they're wanting me to focus on a woman or a person who feels very alone. Like there's no source of life. There's no divine source. There's no source of income or dreams coming true around her. They also want me to say that in a traditional oracle card reading, these 3 cards represent past, present, future. The past being this Dry Desert card. And they're saying that this time of feeling alone, of being in a prison that is mostly self-imposed and of our own making, but whether it is or not, it's really in our past. So we can heave a sigh of relief because that part of our life is over. The crap that we felt in the past, we're moving forward. They want me to talk about how I have said this before, but I'm living in my boyfriend's house and it's in a location that I don't feel like fits with my energy. And to make a long story short, I just had a knowing I was supposed to move here for a while to heal some energy that is in my own past. And I went as I was guided, but I kind of feel like I've been struggling with that. I've been here just over a year now. And I feel like we will move at some point, probably next spring, May-ish, I want to say. That's just what I'm feeling guided. And they're saying, just as I am keeping my eyes and my sight and my intention focused on what I do want, they want you to do that too, and to know that if your dreams have not yet appeared, again, this dry desert feeling is really in the past and you're moving forward. And I have to say, when I pre-shuffled this deck, I shuffled it a few times and there were a couple cards that popped out and Dry Desert was one of them. And when I see that, I always wonder if they'll pop out during the reading. I don't force it. I just think I'm going to honor this and shuffle it. And if those cards come up, they're supposed to. So this means that this card really was supposed to pop up for this week. Okay, now let's see what we have for the middle of the week. We have Solitude. Okay, the first thing I'm hearing is go within. When things seem completely chaotic in life, if you feel like you have so much going on, you don't have time to breathe, if you feel just suffocated or like you have a heavy burden, the best thing to seek is some solitude. It doesn't have to be forever. It can be for a half hour. It can be, say you have a house full of people and family, whether you want them there or not. You love them, but you're going nuts. Maybe it's getting out and going to a coffee shop and sitting there and having a cup of coffee and reading a book or writing a book or whatever it is for a half hour. Just getting out of the house, regrouping. And what they're really showing me too is nature. The best way for us to ground is to literally put our bare feet in the grass if we can, or go hug a tree or get out in nature, because it might sound silly, but it's not. It grounds us better than we can even imagine. But, you know, they're kind of, these 2 cards really, to me, work together because they're saying, you know, we felt like we've been in the dry desert and there was no one there, and we might still be feeling alone, or we might still need to be alone. And, you know, they're just saying that even if we feel alone, our dreams are still coming true. But I really feel like this message is for those of you that just need to focus, that need to hear guidance, that think, oh, I'm trying to hear my angels, or I'm trying to hear that guidance, and you don't hear it. It's not that they're not trying to give you that guidance. It's just that sometimes the best way to feel guided or to know the answers is in silence and not have an expectation of how they're going to appear. I.e., don't have an expectation that you're going to hear a voice talking to you like a parent or a friend would. Rather, know that those signs that you get that are repetitive especially when you're in that solitude, are signs of your angels trying to talk to you. But, you may not be able to literally hear them, but they can feed ideas to you through your repetitive thoughts. And if you just had a chill go down your arm or whatever it might be, and thought of a thought you're having that resonated with that is confirmation that that is from your angels, that is from your spiritual team. I did a monthly event yesterday where I did several readings, and I saw a theme in the readings. And I actually had one client say to me, I feel like there's too much chaos and I can't hear my guidance. And again, it's the repetitive thoughts. They also want me to say that I wrote a little bit more about life purpose and some of the repetitive thoughts and things that we get being ideas of what we can do that's a part of our life purpose, because our life purpose is multifaceted. We are too complex of beings to have just one life purpose. It's many things. And we get ideas. And if you've had repetitive ideas that have gone unacted upon, if you will, but they've been repetitive in your life, like say all your life you've wanted to be a nurse, but you haven't known how that was going to happen, maybe it's time to pay attention to that. It'll keep repeating itself until you take care of it, or you don't have to take care of it, but that would be a great example of one thing. For me, I love real estate, and I've had it just repetitively repeat in my life. And I can't say that I've done anything huge with it, but I've kind of thought about maybe investing or fixing up houses, because especially in the United States with, the housing crisis that went on with mortgages in the last few years, there are some neglected houses. And if you feel guided to do something like that, maybe it's to heal the energy of a place and a house to improve the atmosphere. But what they want me to tell you about that is I've had that repetitive feeling for at least the last 5 years, if not more. I've not acted upon it, but it never goes away. So they want me to say that if you have something that you love the idea of and you kind of table it and don't think of it again, that might not be a message. But if it's repetitive and it just won't go away over 5 years, it might be. And maybe it's something to think about. It's at least an option. But that would be one way of getting information from your spiritual team and not necessarily hearing them talk like a physical voice. Okay? But now, in the traditional oracle card reading, past, present, future, this is the present, to just go within to hear our answers. Okay? And for the weekend, the Magic Stream. And this is actually funny because when I said 2 cards popped out when I shuffled the deck, this was the second. And I shuffled the deck 4 times. I couldn't make it up if I tried. They're guiding me towards the picture in this, where we have an otherwise calm atmosphere and stream, and it looks like a waterfall or a geyser or something has just sprouted out of nowhere. And they're saying that the answer to your prayers are going to come out of nowhere if you just allow them and you stay in that magic stream, in that in the way of Abraham Hicks, when they talk about when to manifest the things that you want, you need to go with the flow and not, like a river with a current, not paddle against it, meaning not push against it, not try to force it, to just go with the flow. And I feel like the answers to some of our prayers are going to evolve as if by magic. So if you're trying to imagine the how and the when and the how and the when, it may be futile because the magic stream is going to appear. Okay? And now the overlying card for the week, the Bone Collector. The Bone Collector, to me, represents, I almost feel like the presence of like a shaman type energy, where in the past I've had a soul retrieval that was facilitated by a shaman to retrieve parts of my soul that have been wounded or hurt, that I have lost. Or if you've heard of like holes in your aura or something. And what the bone collector is saying is that she's been there and she's been collecting those wounded pieces of you, and that you are safe and you are okay, no matter what has happened. And now you're ready to move forward, which to me is really consistent with the message that we've got this week. That things have been dark in our past. We maybe need to go within, but perhaps a miraculous magic stream will appear, and all that we've been through is not in vain. It's happened for a purpose, even if we don't know what that purpose is. But they're saying just relax. Your dreams are all coming true. Have a great week, you guys, and I will talk to you again next week.